Hey, Cancer, Healing Grasshopper here to do your first week in June, the 1st to the 7th reading. So let's see what we got. Ooh, both of these cards? Yeah. Ten of Cups first? No. Okay, good. I like that. We have Five of Pentacles and the Ten of Cups, but we're starting out with the Five of Pentacles. Yeah, Five of Pentacles is often an illusion. Um, that doesn't take away from what a person feels, because what you feel is real, but the source is another thing. Yeah. Reversed? No. Okay. This is anxiety. This is anxiety from choices that you have to make now. And some of them may be quite difficult, heavy choices. But Spirit is saying nonsense, you're overthinking it, and this is not as difficult as you're making it out to be, which is a message I get often from Spirit in my own life. I am a Capricorn, so we are the ultimate pessimists. So we're always like, oh my God, the sky is falling, you know? And my spirit guides are like, oh, stop being so dramatic. You're fine. Like I'll do readings and I'll get messages like this, like, yeah, you think the sky is falling, but it's fine. Just keep going. You're being ridiculous. Okay. Yeah, see, you're being ridiculous, is what this is saying. It's the same thing. We're all kind of going through this now, Cancer. All the signs. I'm sorry, guys. Excuse me. Where we are all, when before when I was talking, I got a glimpse of the world under here. Know that was Spirit kind of whispering to me there. We're all going through a portal. I talk about this all the time, and I see evidence of it all the time in the readings, and the progression in the 2 years has been crazy. Just the energy. And I don't recall a time ever, because I've been reading for a while, not on YouTube, but out in the real world, um, where the collective's readings are all so close together. Yeah, individuals are going through individual things, and the signs are kind of going through different things, but the general energy of struggle and then managing the way we're managing the struggle, right? And overcoming the struggle. It's all kind of moving together. And that's what this is. A lot of the signs get this where they're like, oh my gosh, this is, the world is going to hell in a handbasket. But we keep going and, we are managing it well. But the thing is, as time progresses in the past few years, it's like better and better. And as we become experts at dealing with adversity, it's we can get through it easier or quicker so that things are less catastrophic or feel less catastrophic. So anyway, I'm rambling. We've got the Four of Wands I mean the Four of Wands. The Seven of Wands that's sorry guys, I'm getting over COVID. then it's the cough won't go away. Um, where the Seven of Wands is about you managing, right? This is you feeling like this is overwhelming. I'm lost and left out in the cold, and but this is really you in your day to day situations, which is managing well, right? Because this is what this guy is doing. Yes, he's kind of struggling here, but he's on higher ground here. He's got the upper hand. He's managing well. You are fine. Here we have the Eight of Swords in the center of your reading, which is not surprising to see because you started with, out in the cold here and feeling lost. This is also doubling down on the feeling lost. But this card, well, like this one too, both of them are like, everything's fine. You're okay. Um, let's see what else we got here. I keep seeing Ten of Pentacles there on the bottom of the deck. I think it's ours. No, yeah, that was a fumble. I felt that. What else we got there? Excuse me. Three of Swords. Three of Swords. Yeah. There's some real heartbreak here. But, and this is, wait, let's see what else we have here. Oops. That's Tower. Tower? Yes. Card under it? No. This card too? Tower first? The Sun. Okay? So look, there's like, and that's another pattern that's been happening too, with the other signs. Is like, oh, the sky's falling. No, you're fine. Sky's falling. No, I said you're fine. There's like bittersweetness, like good, bad, bad, good. This is the way you feel, but this is what you're heading towards, right? For those of you who are just watching, I try to mention the cards. Five of Pentacles out in the cold, and Ten of Cups, emotional fulfillment. With the couple here and the child playing, are contrasts of each other. And you have it again here with the tower. Here the sky is falling, but the sun right next to it. But then you have this vertical line here of the Ten of Cups, the emotional fulfillment, the Eight of Swords with the feeling lost, and the sun here. You are being surrounded by spirit here, telling you that there's light at the end of the tunnel. The Seven of Swords here, at Wands, and the Eight of Swords is you managing but feeling lost. And then there's on top of you trying to manage your life, you have heartache here. You've got to realize that in your ascension, and all of my viewers are light workers, we are all ascending. You are having to deal with non-ascending people. You've got people in low vibrations, people who are lost, people who are really lost because you feel lost right now, but you're not lost. Okay. And you know what? It's these people's energy that may be making you feel like you're lost. You're not lost. You're ascending. But there are people that you're with that are just so stuck in their spiritual development that, it's affecting you. But you're learning now, you're managing. You will learn more and more how to manage that and maintain your, like I was telling Gemini got an inner peace card. Maintain your inner peace while you're, knee deep in chaos. The Four of Pentacles here is saying, remember the difficult choices that I was talking about? The difficult choices here is, and okay, this card here has more meaning than the rest of the cards here in this reading. The Seven of Cups, with all these choices here, it's talking about a lot of things. One, it's talking about the opportunities that are being presented to you and will be presented to you in the future, which is hard to see because you're dealing with all of this muck. It's also represents difficult choices that you're making because some of the people in your life you're going to need to walk away from, or jobs that you're going to need to walk away from, neighborhoods that you may need to move out of. There are major changes in your life that you are facing, on top of the opportunities that are coming. It's like every day there's something major that you have to assess, and it's tiring. And then there are people, bad actors in your life. And here you are, Four of Pentacles, yeah, you're managing it all, but Spirit is also saying here, don't forget to be not to be flexible in your decisions and not be too rigid and holding on to things too much. Like holding on to a job that no longer serves us anymore, staying there because it's comfortable. And you may be dealing with adversity there, like difficult situations, and you feel like I don't deserve this. I don't need to be here anymore. But at the same time, you're holding on to the job and fighting for it. It's like, wait, is this job serving you or isn't it? You know, Obviously, you can see from the reading that it's not. So let go of it. And, oh, see, Hierophant and the Lovers. And I do believe that Hierophant is indeed reversed. In this context, absolutely points towards what I was talking about. Hierophant upside down is commitments, and often this can be represent the marriage card, like the state of your marriage and committed relationships. But work is a committed relationship, right? But it's upside down. This is a committed relationship that is not serving you well. And we've got the Lovers, which is all about a choice in your relationships, an assessment of, are they serving you or not? And I've been talking about a lot because the Lovers has been coming out quite a bit in the readings. That in my opinion, the most misinterpreted card in the deck because it's the card that I get the most reaction to when I do face-to-face readings. The querent will be like, "Yay, the lovers!" You know, but the lovers doesn't mean like when I'm doing a love reading, they'll think of it as confirmation that their prospective relationships are going to do well. That's not what that means. It means that there are two people faced with each other, and what choices are they going to make in their interactions together, right? So that excitement should be reserved for the Two of Cups, where you have two people who are choosing each other. That's not what's happening here in the Lovers. But anyway, I say all that to say that there needs to be an assessment of your relationships here because I think that you have been dealing with Cancer relationships for so long and relationships that you're kind of, I don't want to say stuck in, but committed relationships, right? These are relationships that you have to show up for on a daily basis, you know, like a marriage, like a committed relationship, like a job, that kind of thing. That you have become comfortable with. And that is something that cancers do. You can, you don't like for your comfort to be disrupted, right? Relationships of any kind, even job, like I said. So it's going to be hard to pry you away from some of these things, but you have to tell yourself, Cancer, there's got to be a real assessment of things. What is serving me and what I'm just tolerating in my life? Those things that you're just tolerating in your life. Spirit is inviting you to assess. Because the other thing is, if you don't manage it, Spirit will, the universe will. This is you managing, right? But there's got to be more than just management. There's got to be some cleaning out of house as well. I don't just mean home. I mean your life in general. There's got to be some clear decisions being made of what's going to go. Do not hold on to them because it's just going to delay this feeling of the Five of Pentacles, of feeling lost. And don't forget this line here of the Ten of Cups and the Sun here on the bottom. They're there for a reason. The universe has a plan for you. And these are damn good plans. Temperance reversed. I don't know if that's really reversed. It might be. We'll see. Star reversed. I don't know if that's really reversed. Star is talking about your potential and your wishes being granted. Knight of Pentacles. You moving. This is a very important card in this reading. This is Spirit saying you are moving towards it. Stop saying the sky is falling because it's not. You're just on a journey here and you're hitting some potholes. Judgment. Wow. One more, please. Yeah, struggle. One more outcome. Okay. Temperance reversed. Star reversed. So temperance is balance. There's got to be a judgment reverse. No, there needs to be achievement in balance here because you have an imbalance in your life, which is why the Five of Pentacles and Tower is here. The Tower always appears when there's imbalance and there are things that need to be destroyed so you can build it back up, right? So temperance is shouting out at you about that. The star is reminding you of, and my eyes are going to the water here, of the balance and the flow of things, and how you need to get those things flowing again. And these initially came out reversed, and spirit turned them upright. You are capable of turning this imbalance around, Cancer. You just need to come out of your comfort zone a little bit. Like I said, Nine of Pentacles, you're moving towards uh, success or improvement in your life. Judgment is a call from spirit to action. Because right now, Four of Pentacles, there's a little bit of stagnation from clutching on to the past. Yeah. Four of Cups is you feeling disillusionment after all that you've been through. But that's going to fade. Five of Wands reversed. It is reversed. There's a Five of Wands reversed here, and there's a Four of Pentacles, which is screaming out to me here. As soon as I just found out that this was reversed, the Five of Wands, I immediately looked at the Four of Pentacles, which tells me that you have a tendency right now to, I was kind of alluding to this before, in trying too hard to make things right. It's like you're having, I'm not saying that this is necessarily true. This is an analogy where you're in a relationship and you're in an argument and you really feel that you need to be right because you feel that whatever cause you're promoting in the argument is very important. And if you don't get that point across, then nothing will be right. And, you have to fix it. But Spirit is saying that you can't do that. There are things that you're going to need to let go. Stop fighting. Because you're never going to get anything positive out of it. And it's just going to contribute to this Four of Cups feeling of nothing ever goes well, you know? But it's only because you're perpetuating what's not going well. There are things that are just not going to work in life, and we're just going to need to walk away from them. Um, and that's apparent too with the tarot screams out, let go of things. Oh, look, wait, Cancer, before we take out advice cards, we have the Tower, the Sun, and the Four of Pentacles here. You cannot be in the Four of Pentacles in a tower atmosphere. You can't. Because, and what does that mean? You see these people, yeah, I'm going to leave that for now. You see these people falling out of the tower here. It's almost as if one is jumping and the other one is falling. Um, Listen, it's like the ship is sinking. You're going to need to hop on the lifeboat or get out of the ship, or you're going to sink with the ship. Um, I'm sorry, I'm struggling right now. I'm not really sure. Uh, I'm not getting messages. I'm getting more feelings. I'm an empath. And sometimes I'll get like a flood of feelings instead of messages, and they're hard to interpret. Um, if you don't let go of things, the universe is going to snatch it away from you, and it's going to be catastrophic or feel catastrophic, right? So that the best analogy that I can think of is when you're on the job, right? And things are not going well at the job, there's a toxic situation, and it could be you just cutting your losses and finding another job and getting out of there, or staying in the trenches in that job and constantly trying to defend yourself and, insulate yourself from the toxicity and trying to make the toxicity better. And the toxicity just gets worse and you get fired, right? That's a tower. It's like either you let go and deal with it yourself, which it's not going to be rainbows and lollipops, but it's going to be easier than being fired. That's the kind of thing that I'm talking about. Just let go. I'm sorry, I know I'm rambling, but I really want to make sure that you um this really penetrates Cancer, because cancers can really be the type of people who want to salvage their situations and their relationships, because you've got big hearts and you don't want to walk away. But sometimes you have to. And you know which areas that I'm talking about. So for some of you, a small portion of you, it's relationships. But I feel like a good deal of you, this is probably more like career and living situations. Okay, so we've got advice from Esther Hicks. When I when focused upon solutions, I feel good. Focusing upon a solution brings you positive emotion. Focusing upon a problem brings you negative emotion. While the differences are subtle, they are very important. For when you are feeling positive emotion, you are attracting into your experiences that which you want. When you are feeling negative emotion, you are in the process of attracting that of what you do not want. Okay? So my eyes just and my thoughts just went straight to this Five of Pentacles. The lost card and feeling left out in the cold. In making these decisions, Cancer, the other thing is, because I said you are faced with decisions, there can be a lot of worry and feeling lost, like, oh my gosh, how is that going to work out? Like leaving your job, say, or having to move, that kind of thing. Like, oh my God, where am I going to go? Um, I'm okay here. What if I leave here and things are a disaster? All that kind of thing, negative self talk that all of us can generate in our minds. You've got to think positive because if you spin your wheels in this negative thoughts, you're never going to get to the sun here. So, Joe Dispenza, again, I think it was Capricorn that I was suggesting Joe Dispenza to. Because he is the master of thinking positively and manifesting. What does he call it? Brain heart coherence, right? If we train our brains to think positively and connect with positive feelings, we can drive our lives to something positive. The sun. Okay, Cancer? You're not drowning, you're not lost. You're just in a transition, that's all. So just step up to the plate and start managing the transition. And that is cutting things out of your life as part of that management. So I'm looking forward to hearing from you in the comments. Um, I answer every single one, so I'm looking forward to talking to you there. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I'm trying to get to 1,000 subscribes. So every single one means the world to me. So I thank you in advance. I will speak to you soon, guys. I love you. Love, light, and many blessings.